Hey guys, we're back on the episode on It's and Everything We Do. We had a good first episode, real good. Feeling that energy. You guys was feeling that energy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was real good. It was real good. It definitely was. I can't.
You rookies, you did all right.
Yeah, can't. This next episode today, we're gonna talk about side chicks, side dudes involved into a relationship. So as that topic alone was like, since
putting your hand in the bag for the needles.
yeah, and it's not even a see-through bag, not a glove. It's like one of them trash can heavy joints. You know what I'm saying? But Sway, what you think about that? Like, I don't know. Like, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. See, this is more of your curveballish in this, because what they say, like, when you're a side dude, I think you got certain like specifications you have to follow, and when you're a side chick, I don't think you got specifications that you have to follow, because they got rules, not specifications. See, it's a little different.
That makes sense. Because I was over here like, huh? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
specifications mean you got to meet
Rules
these
and
certain
specifications.
criteria. Yeah, you got to meet this. When you got rules, these are what you got to bow by. You gonna get out, or you ain't gonna make the cut. Well, you can't no longer enjoy this entertainment. However way, you know.
That's the cold part too. Cold that get told to me, bro. It's just only, like they say, only the game is the same. Only the players change.
Right.
Same with the side dude shit. I mean, I'm sorry. Same with the side dude stuff. It's from the stories I'm told.
Yeah.
It's all the same script. It's just different people. Oh, he was doing too much. He was sitting outside my house and all this and that. Word?
That's not doing too much. That's actually in the specifications of my specs, because I need to know. I need to know when I'm not available, who is available, because it should only be one side dude and one main dude. See, the main dude
So
can
who
run.
said that? Who made that rule up?
Oh, that's the
The
rule.
side dude
Sweet Tea,
rule.
talk to me, baby. Talk to me.
Side dude rule.
Exactly.
If that's what he thinking, that's his rule. It's only supposed to be just me. How you figure that?
Because side dude means
How
I'm
do
not
you
main
tell
course.
her how
I'm
you
not
know?
steak. I'm potatoes, greens. I'm sweet corn. I can be a little bit of beef jerky. You know, I'm not.
You
a steak.
naming multiple sides.
Yeah, because
But at the same time, he said he's only supposed to be the only side. But in a meal,
we going up doing that literal thing against Sweet Tea. Like
You
you
get
doing?
two- you get
See how
two
Sway
sides.
does? He always do that literal shit.
you get two
That's
sides.
that's literally
In a meal,
that's
you
not how we
gonna
looking
get
at it
two
on a
sides in
damn
there.
plate. We not looking at.
What kind of meals you ordering? But you don't get two sides.
Well,
You better
what
go
kind of
get your
restaurant
money
you
back.
go to? I go to an a la carte restaurant. So shit, if I
That's
pay
that
for it, that's what
lazy.
the hell I'm gonna get.
That's that lazy right there.
No, that's
You want a la carte brought to you.
yes.
And you just sit your dishes on the floor in the hallway of the hotel.
If I want to do that, then I can do that.
I used to work in the hotel. It's not a good look for the hotel. I don't want to be walking into my room at the checkout and walk past the daggone tray on the floor in the hallway.
Well, watch where the hell you go.
Because I'm old school. First thing I'm going to think, rodents. Rodents. Like, and then the next part is going to be the meat in it.
Okay.
You ain't eat all that.
Because I decided not to eat all that.
What you
sir.
order it for
That's
then?
see, Sway is one of them type people we feel like.
If
just
I
'cause-
paid for it, you eating it.
That's
You
not how
ain't
this shit
wasting it. I
works.
will force feed you.
See, that's the
Man,
problem.
everybody be talking about people, you in general. It ain't me force feeding him.
See, that's the see.
Or,
We need
you
to
know.
have some sweetness in this.
I don't know how sweet it's gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know, because this whole lot
You know me
goddamn
from the
touch.
last time.
Exactly.
I'm
No,
not
it's
very
not. You
sweet.
speaking in general, that's not a good look for the hotel.
It is the same look when you the side dude and you're trying to establish. First of all, a side dude wants to establish a better relationship, not a better understanding. Because
A la carte is like a side dude meal anyway.
yeah, it is. Because
Because you get treated just like the tray. Once you finish doing your thing over there, you get put out.
and you don't last very long. And then the thing is, you can never go back and ask for seconds. You gotta like, I
don't know.
Yeah.
You gotta accept your first portion. That's the thing of it. No, it's
That
not.
is what a side dude
And
is.
what is a side chick supposed to do? Accept her? Oh no, because of the rules she
No,
made, right?
No. Side chicks.
Mm.
Here we go.
Let's go.
It's the side chicks. Now, I'm speaking from hearing what men said. Okay, when you are a side chick, you are a February 15th chick. You are a December 26th chick. You are a January 2nd chick.
Yeah, that was some real shit.
That's what you are. But see, the problem comes in, like you said, if you're sitting outside of my job, and he said it is doing too much. You're a side dude. You don't do that.
Well, what do we
And
do?
don't try to change the rules in the middle of the game, because then the game's over.
Yeah.
Who
You said, what do
established?
you do?
Oh,
You
so
don't do nothing but sit back, chill out, go about your BI, and wait for that call.
must be that dark skin thing.
You're on call.
Must be that dark skin thing.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
It's a side dude thing. It don't
It
matter.
is.
Again, like the last episode, it don't matter. Certain things don't matter your complexion.
Yes, it does.
You
It
could be a
matters.
seasonal person, or you could be an all year round person.
Why I gotta be
Oh, that was
seasonal?
purposely. That was
Oh my God.
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Why I gotta be seasonal? I'm all year round.
I mean,
You know
you're
what I'm
supposed
saying?
to think that way.
It's what?
You're supposed to think that way.
Wait a minute. It sounds like he's trying to
This
manipulate.
what this side of the fence said.
Okay.
I could be, my complexion could be seasonal. We can only come in probably 1 out of the 4 seasons.
Okay.
We just know when it's cold, we don't see y'all that much.
That's because we
Don't
what?
have any. You,
No,
get
what?
lighter, you get lighter when it's cold.
That's because we transition from cold to higher climate. Yeah. Because
I like
side
that
dude
word.
privileges.
Transition.
Because side dudes can do that. We can transition certain things. We can change perspectives due to the temperature that it's
You can
engaged
say
in.
we.
Yeah.
You're
Side dude.
only.
No, not at all.
Yeah, you-
I'm not a side dude.
Why'd you say we?
I'm not a side
You
dude.
should have said they.
Sir, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not a side dude. I would never be a goddamn side dude. Well, actually, no, I have been a side dude in my life.
Alright.
I have. That experience was a little different than being a side dude.
I got a
Cause
question about that.
what's up?
I don't mean to cut you off.
No,
I
you
just
go.
raised the question.
Okay.
How do the side dude knows he's a side dude?
Oh, from the
If he's
damn
not-
rules that you guys set up upon the application
Did you tell me?
process.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, wait, you don't get told. You kind of like,
Is it straight up like
hell
he's a side
no,
dude?
no.
Saying-
Don't even say in lie, sweet tea. It's not no straight up
Okay,
situation.
no. When you start this, you put all the cards on the table.
Not labels, right?
No labels.
See,
But that
and that
doesn't
shit
mean,
is-
no. Labels
You know what it is?
has nothing to do with you not being a side dude.
That's the bullshit.
No.
That's the bullshit.
You being a side dude is your label.
No, that's not
Yes.
my label. That's my position
If
at the
you-
time that
if
I had to
you
qualify.
If
Put-
you accept that you're a side dude, you accepted it. Don't try to change it, because it's gonna get ugly.
How does the side person make rules?
Thank you. You can't.
Depending on the goal you try and reach with the person. So-
The side. If you start off as the side, why are you trying to become the main? Then that
I
raises
think
your
the
own
side dude
instinct.
purpose is to do what the
Listen,
main dude
listen.
don't do.
Bro, listen. The side dude comes in. He starts off as a side dude. Walk with me. Side dude beginnings.
Okay,
You
Act 1.
You wanna get promoted to the main dude.
No,
Walk with me.
okay. You know I'm a
Stop
little
running.
I'm a little heavy.
That's why you should be walking. Stop running.
No, hell no. I'm doing
Because if I
strong
start
jump.
jogging, you're gonna anyway.
fast
You're
one.
gonna lose your breath. Right? Anywho,
Here we go.
the side dude starts off at the side dude, right? You want to get promoted to the main dude. You get promoted. Say you do. Get promoted to the main dude. Now you're insecure about her because you know on the inside that's how you started. So now you wondering if she's still doing the side dude game because that's what pool you came out of. Had you started as the regular dude, you wouldn't have them same insecurities.
Right. And the same thing with women.
Say-
If we start off as a side chick and then we get to be the wife, when you don't come home on time, we know what you're doing because we were there. We started off. How do you make a side chick or side dude into a wife or husband
Like the same
without
thing.
ever thinking.
We saying
Because it has
side.
something to do with their evolution. If I'm a side guy, first of all, what we forgot to point out is everything we saying of what makes a side dude or a side chick is something of a SOP, right?
I meant to ask you what that stuff was.
Standard operation procedure.
He kept saying it. I
I
picked
was,
up on it.
I was
It's
so
okay.
slow.
You remember,
I was
you
so
was a little
slow.
tired.
I was so slow.
You on point
Look,
today.
You on point today, Sean.
Yeah.
We got good status today, Sean. But so
There's many ways to be on point.
here we go.
Come on, before you forget.
No. So, like, it's standard operation procedure when it comes to what a side dude and a side chick is, right? So, this is how it's supposed to be. This is the things you're supposed to do. These are the qualifications. These are rules. But the thing is, the ultimate goal is never established when you establish your label. Because the label is there, but where we going with the label? Where we going to flash it at? We can't go far. We can't go around the standard places that we normally do with other people, or like we go in certain places like locally or things like that. You got to go outside your realm to do the things you want to do when you're the side dude and the side
Right.
chick, right? So
You
with,
want to do stuff as if you're the primary.
right, but the thing
but you're
is,
not supposed to.
you can't
Right, you can't.
because we're only doing it to have fun. But what is the ultimate end goal in involving? Are we doing this to evolve into a relationship,
No.
or are we doing just to fill the gaps where the main dude or the main chick don't do?
Okay, can I chime in?
Go ahead,
Can
go
I
ahead.
cut in?
Tag in.
Because you said earlier, the side dude is the person who does something where the main dude. He does what the main dude won't do.
Right.
That's not necessarily true. Sometimes we just want to have a little fun.
The hell?
It's not. Yeah. It doesn't. It's like
Can't be shocked when the feelings is the same.
it's
on-
like
on the
it's like
female side of the
cheating.
fence.
It's like cheating. Okay. You don't always have to be angry with somebody or just had an argument to go out and cheat.
Oh, but that's what most people say they got to do.
Yeah, that's what people think, but that's not necessarily true. Just
Bullshit-
because you
bullshit
have,
scapegoats.
What is it?
Bullshit scapegoats.
Okay.
just because you
To do
have a side dude, a side chick, it doesn't necessarily mean that the person you have at home is not treating you right.
Right.
Because if they weren't, why are you still there? So, and then at the end of the day, some people just nasty. Seriously, I'm being real.
Yeah.
Some people just nasty.
Yeah.
You just want to be out there doing what you do. But no, the side dude or the side chick is not always somebody that that picks up where the main person will do. Unfortunately, that's the mentality. Because especially women, we famous for saying, girl, if she was taking care of him at home, then he wouldn't be here.
Okay, that definitely got a little point. So I got a question for you. When do we know as a side dude or the side chick, when do we know when to exit?
I don't know. I don't think they know.
When
You gotta know when you go. You
That's
gonna
where the
exit.
drama always comes.
When
It's in all the movies.
when the person gets tired,
Whether
or
you,
when
I
you
mean,
want to move on.
I mean, movies is just for entertainment initially, but where these ideas
I mean, you
coming
got a
from.
lot of shows out here. You got a show that's on All Black. You got
You
what's
got
called The
you got the
Experiment.
movie Obsession.
Yeah,
The
the
Idris
new
Elba
movie that
and
came out with
Beyonce
Michael
movie.
Ealy,
Perfect man or something.
Fatality or you know what I'm talking.
yeah.
Fatal Attraction.
It's
Fa-
like a Fatal Attraction.
Fatal,
Oh, okay.
Fatal.
Fatal, yeah.
With an E on it.
Yeah. So it's like a Fatal Attraction type thing. You got Obsession with Beyonce and Idris Elba. You when do you know when to exit? Like, do you exit on the bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Like you said earlier, bullshit, go excuses to the reason why you do things, or do you exit because you know it ain't really gonna go nowhere? There's no goal.
I think that's when people exit. When for me, I look at it like I said earlier. Okay, this is what we accepted, and if it comes a time when one of us want to change it, you can't change the rules of the middle of the game.
Okay.
It has to be across the board.
That's
okay,
wrong. No,
okay,
I'm not agreeing with that because
okay.
you know why?
You said why can't we? Because I'm married. I'm not leaving my husband for you.
Why not?
Because you're the side dude.
Yeah, but I can be husband too.
No. You can't. You know why?
Why?
Because you cheated with a married woman. So why would I marry you?
Same
You
reason why
gonna
you
cheat
had
with
fun with
somebody
me,
else.
because I'm good goddamn
You
fun.
just fine.
Damn, so I'm really. Woo! You hear that? Whoop? Yeah. I know, right? You got me from earlier today. It's all right, sweetie.
But the thing is, from like I said, from all the stories I've heard and all this and that, the common sense side to all of that,
Don't put yourself in a situation.
yeah, and it won't exist. But that's fantasy land.
Yeah, because some people.
Them natural temptations kick in,
Right.
and you start seeing, and it does have a certain percentage of what's not happening at home.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's a bullshit scapegoat.
Yeah.
I mean,
like this COVID. People either breaking up or having babies.
Yeah.
And blaming both on the same thing.
You're stuck in a house.
Due to the pandemic.
Stuck in a house.
Yeah, due to the pandemic.
Now the
Kelly
pregnant
got
part,
pregnant again,
now
y'all.
that you can blame, you can say, we in the crib, it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
But that breakup stuff,
Yeah.
divorce stuff, no,
Yeah.
that you using that as a scapegoat. That
Get
shit
the
been-
hell out of there.
that shit
Get the
been
hell out of
going
there.
on.
Okay.
You just now stuck in how you can't run from your disagreements now.
Yeah.
You gotta stay in that faith. People don't want to do that. Once it's time to fit, again, these episodes are going to link up with each other because if you're not that person that wants to be held accountable,
Right.
you gonna leave. I'm going for a ride.
Yeah.
It's a guy thing to say. I'm going out with the girls.
Right.
You know, whatever. But now you can't go nowhere. Even sleeping in a separate room stuff, if that goes on, whoever that goes on with, that's not far enough. Just going outside, you can't go outside, but you can step outside your crib. That's not far enough. No, you gotta man up, you gotta woman up, and stay right there with the disagreement.
So let's flip this a little bit. So we talked about establishing the rules, the understanding, the qualifications, and everything. But let's fast forward a little bit. Now I'm a side chick. I'm a side dude. I'm a side chick, and we are in a relationship.
What kind
Yeah.
of a relationship?
Half the time, the side people got relationships they self.
Yeah, but we're gonna fast forward. Like we're in a
At
relationship.
least half the time.
So we're no longer with our other parties.
Nope,
Now we're
together.
together.
We're
Okay.
together. We have
Okay.
evolved into a relationship.
This probably a little bit too back in the day for my man, but the song "Secret Lovers,"
Yes.
they both had people.
Yeah,
You know the song.
Yeah.
You know the song.
I mean, I had a good sensei. yeah, I had a good sensei. Yeah, he told me you can learn all things. Everything's kung fu.
Everything's kung fu. Everything's mathematics.
Even part-time lovers.
Yeah,
That's all.
Stevie Wonder. They has been there. I told you, only the game, only the people.
Ray Charles too.
Like Charles Pimp,
Yeah, Ray Charles.
Blind Pimp.
He couldn't even see his way out of the bag. Yes.
No,
Don't
can't
disrespect
talk about that
him.
movie. Nah, much respect.
Yeah.
Disrespect you.
They don't see, but he had a lot of vision though.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have more respect for him than any other thing. Even in his career, I had more respect for him for that one scene. I want to know if it's true. When they raided the house, where in the world was Ray going when he got up to run?
I don't know, bro.
He got up and started running. He started running. Where he going?
Not far.
Yeah, it took like 2 or 3 steps and they grabbed him up. Like, but where was he? His initial reaction was to run.
Stop. Stop. Just
That was
stop.
my favorite part. I want to know if he really did that though.
I don't know.
All right, we drifted, Father. We drifted. Come back.
So the insecurities of what we spoke about earlier. How much insecurities will play a part now that we're in a relationship to where it's part of our everyday, not the first day, to the point where we knew that having this relationship, we're in this relationship that we have to bring full circle to the things that we knew that kept us apart. We have to close those gaps now. So we have to find a way to communicate that better. So when I say I'm going out with the fellas, do I need to send text messages, pictures? You need to.
I'm telling you, if you was there, when I was getting the stories told, I mean, over the years, it's people, male and female, who actually know how many traffic lights you have.
Wow, they that analytical. Dang.
I know somebody
That's
who
sad.
touched a tailpipe just to see if it was warm. You said you've been here. I'm getting after you. Your tailpipe is still warm. You lied.
Mm-hmm.
That's too
That's
much.
insecure.
That's too much.
Yeah, man.
That's a
You
little deep.
invested so much. Like a lot of people, like you were saying a few minutes ago, like why not? Why can't I get promoted? Because you're not getting promoted just because you're fun. There's a whole lifestyle you have to maintain. Like a lot of people go and they cheat down.
Oh,
They don't cheat up.
yeah. That
You cheat up, you got demands from that upside. But if
So
you cheat
depending on
down,
that,
you
so
cheat
depending
down,
on the
you can
relationship that we have with the person we involved in a relationship, that's the reason why we got into the relationship, because the person we cheated on was the side chick, either could bring us up or keep us down.
Mm-mm.
No, it got to be better or
It
greater.
ain't the side person that can bring you up and bring you down. They can only take you in one direction, and that's down.
How
Look how
is
you
that so?
started. You looked down when you cheated. So how can you move up with a person you look down to?
Because maybe the fun was so fun to
Laws of
elevate.
physics don't permit that type
Yeah,
of
but
stuff.
gravity flow does though.
You look down.
You-
Gravity pulls.
Pulls,
And
but
don't push.
if you forceful and trying to stay up, like you want to go up with it, right? You fight against it. How planes take off?
Who wants to go up?
Most people.
Only one. And that's the side person.
Oh, so it's
Person
one
who's
dimension.
the married person want them to stay where they at. Like I didn't go up to get you. I went down to get you. Stay there. Stop trying to move up in my world. My world over here ain't got nothing to do with you over here.
It's a little deep.
But see, you can't. That's conflict. That's friction.
and why do you want to go up? Why do you want to be?
Well, people want
In
to
the
involve in the
relationship.
relationship part because they want to probably elevate or change a person's mindset from what their standard operation procedure is. So that regular life is over here, whatever they got going on with that main person and things like that, they want to change it to make it seem like it can go on this way, right? So if you can get up in the morning and you always wanted your husband or your man or whoever to fix breakfast in the morning, but they don't fix breakfast in the morning, but your side deal, you make sure you get breakfast and a meal every day. They want to show you that this is the world that you can have if you go this route.
That's the side chase.
That's
You
the
do the
chase.
same thing, no matter if you a side or if you the main. What you do to get them
No, that's the thing.
calms down once you get
Not
them.
necessarily
The
because
wooing
You're not gonna
process.
cook. You only cook because you on a mission.
Yeah.
You're
I
on a
agree.
mission. That's why you in the kitchen butt naked with an apron on cooking.
he took it back to baby boy.
You on a mission. You're trying to get somewhere. You're trying to move up. So you're doing all this stuff. Everybody
The
loves,
thing is, it's not going to be consistent because it's not genuinely energy. It's not genuine
Everybody loves the salesman. Nobody likes the CEO.
energy. Right. But
In a
no,
relation, when you courting, whatever way you approach the female,
Yeah.
that's the salesman.
Okay.
Once y'all put a title on it, you both become CEOs. You're partners in the business merger because ain't no more relationships.
oh.
It's just relations.
So
And
this
mergers.
evolved into relations now.
Yeah, there's no relationship. The ship is gone.
Never.
The ship
Should
sank.
I sail?
Ship
Oh,
sailed.
yeah.
Ship
Sank.
sailed and
I like
sank.
sank
Got out
better.
there. So
I like
everybody
Sank better too. I like Sank
Yeah,
better.
that shit
Because
Sank.
gravity pulls
Yeah.
because it goes down. I met
It's
you
that,
below
man.
me.
Yeah, you know you go
Yeah,
forward.
yeah.
That's how it goes. You cannot interrupt that.
Hmm.
Like I said, laws of physics do not permit things. You cannot win with nature. Always wins.
Indeed.
Always.
But I have a question.
So,
If you are a side dude or side chick, why do you want a relationship with somebody who labeled you just a side person? Because for me, it would be like, oh, you didn't think I was good enough to be your main person. No, I don't want to go further with you. This is what we did. This is what we said. We put it all down and that's it. So why change?
I think change comes either way, whether it's good or bad, because it's a process that helps the individual. Because you said it starts with the individual, right? It starts with that one person because it's one side. whoever decides that the relationship must be more than this than just making them cheeks clap and you hitting that thing, is that I think I can do this every day. I think I want to deal with this person issues. Let's deal with this person.
Okay, but I'm a February 15th chick. Why to me, it's...
Because you answered the phone on the 16th.
Is it disrespectful?
Because you
thing
answered
for
the
me?
phone.
If I accepted your disrespect,
Yeah,
and that's the way I see it,
right.
why do I want to get with you? No.
Because you answered the phone on the 16th.
Mm.
You answered the phone on the 17th.
But why didn't you call on the 14th?
Why did I have to call?
Because it's like he said, it's one-sided. Okay, I would
Because you
not
feel like
get
you
involved.
obligated. You feel like you obligated because of the celebration that you
No.
did?
What
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying
what it
is,
is.
I would never get involved with a married man for the simple fact that if I have a bad day, I mean a terrible day at work, I come home, I want to call you just to hear your voice. If that's the kind of chemistry that we have, I can't do that. I can't do it.
So, because of your level of boundary and barrier, you feel like you can't call? You could have texted.
Mm-mm.
You could have communicated.
Some people don't reach out. They wait to be reached for.
Well, yeah, well, she changed the rules because she had a bad day.
And then, no. I'm not trying to call you. I'm
Yeah,
saying
but
I
you
would
had a
never
bad
do
day.
it. I had a bad day. I should be
but
able
if you had a bad day, you
to
gonna do
pick up
something
the
different.
phone.
You
and
gonna say
call
because
you.
at this
Oh,
point
no,
you at your
no.
level, you at your level of fuck it.
No.
So now you want to be like, you know what?
See,
I'm
when
calling.
when you're a side person, you can't get to that level.
Well, I got you.
No, you cannot.
You're human.
No, that's why you don't need to be a side dude. You know, you
You the one,
can't.
y'all
That
be the
is
one that they make these
against the
movies
rules.
based on.
Oh,
When they
because
say based on a true story, they could be talking about people that's thinking like that.
because
They want to move up. Like I said, the movie Obsession with Idris Elba, Beyonce, and I don't know what the white girl's name was, but the stuff that she knew how he got down. Beyonce's character, they were engaged.
yeah, but the white girl, the girl played the same part as Beyonce.
Yeah, the way she came into that office, Beyonce was that white girl in the same position,
Yes.
like a temp.
Right,
He saw her.
right,
She knows how flirtatious her man is.
right.
That's why she was on him when she saw how the girl was acting. When she came to his job, because
Right.
he always does the same thing every day. They
Adam.
made promises because she knew how he is on that job. They made promises that he would never do this, he would never do that. He would always call, he would always do this. He didn't call. So she called. She didn't get him right away. She called somebody else to get to him. She finally called him. What's wrong? You always call at this time to check on the baby and me. What's going on?
You're out of your character now.
He played it off, so you thought. Next thing you know, she's at the job.
See, that's too much. I'm not doing all that.
And this is his lady.
That's too much.
But she know because that's how he start. That's how she started. So when the white girl's character came into play, she was the new temp. When she came to the job, she saw how the girl looked. She knows her husband or her feet, whatever level of relationship they was on. She knew him because that's where she started.
It makes sense.
So how
It's
do
making
you get
sense
out
to
of
me. It's making sense to me now. So, because my man has a regular regiment, he deviated from his regiment. The woman that made him deviate from his regiment,
Can't blame her.
you have to
He
blame
chose
him.
to deviate. It's a choice. I don't care how tempting stuff is. You still have a choice. Everything is a choice.
Because it's just in the way you do things.
It's the type of person you are that will make them decisions. Which head are you thinking with? Side dude or main dude? What head are you thinking with?
You make a conscious decision.
One
for
head is
everything
always
you
with
do.
it. One head always with it. Comedian said that. Go ahead, yeah, if I can do it, yeah. I can do it. That's that head. But then when you get caught up because of that decision with the wrong head, that's when he goes limp. I don't know, man. You don't know. That's how the comedian put it. I was crying laughing. I was trying to, you know, you
Oh,
get a mental picture
Right,
of it.
right.
But it was, but the message was 100% fact.
It was. It
You
was.
think with the
It was.
wrong head. He's always excited to get you into something.
So I'm trying
But
to
you
get
on
back
your
to
own
that.
when you get in
I'm
trouble.
trying to get back to that notification when you said your question was, why did you had to change things up? Why couldn't you just stay where you are? But we in a relationship. Now that we're in a relationship and we together, I have to use change so that doesn't happen to me as an individual that's in this relationship.
But how do you prevent that when you started out that way?
It's never how you start; it's always how you finish.
That rude awakening is a trip.
It is.
'Cause you wake
It's the
up like,
evolution.
what am I doing?
Yeah, it's the
You
evolution.
can get yourself an
Yeah,
ultimatum.
men evolve by when it's time for that new sunrise. Because that new sunrise, that light, that sunbeam hits you different. And today you want to do something different. You don't want to eat bananas. You want to crack walnuts.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But at the same time, we're in a relationship and we started off as cheating.
Yes.
I still don't understand how is it a complete clean slate because
And
we
it never said it was
decided-
clean.
Then how do you go in? How do you jump into that without that constantly being on your mind?
Well, you got to be strong enough to wash my dirt off. Like I got to be strong enough to wash your dirt off.
No, I'm not talking about your dirt. I'm talking about mine.
I'm just saying, that's the
You
thing
know?
you got to think about. You got to be strong enough to wash each other's dirt when we dirty.
This is why I would never date a married man.
We're not talking about a married man.
Isn't it?
We're
Well,
you can
yeah,
tell me
married, in a relationship, whatever. We're talking about the
Yeah.
side chick. If
Yeah.
I was a side chick, first of all, if I'm a side chick, I don't want to know because I don't like to share. Secondly,
Oh,
I'm not
it's one of the
doing.
rules, right?
That's my rule.
Rule. Oh,
That's
okay.
mine.
That's one of the rules.
That's mine.
But my
You know?
qualification is, like,
Side chicks. I mean, to me, side chicks and side dudes. You go into it knowing you're a side chick and you're a side dude.
so
and you're
knowing
not
is half the
supposed
battle
to-
in this situation.
Knowing is all the battle. It is. And the next
So the
part
lack of
comes
knowing,
is
the
to-
lack of knowing is gonna be where you get slipped up at.
It's how you react.
So you know what that is? The lack of knowing is where they don't have the ability to have the upper hand.
But you do know.
Because the thing what you saying, I reached down low to get you. So because you knew where I was and what I was and how far low you got to reach, but what you don't know, you may have to aim and reach a little higher, but you don't know how far your arm can reach anyway. Right?
You go for what you can grab.
Yeah, there you go. So that's why I think
But you got
sometimes,
people on certain levels where they considered intimidating.
yeah, because of
Based
the
on their background.
because of the pressure. Because of the pressure that I'm putting
That's
on
why
you.
I'm saying the side people want to move up, but they don't know all that they're. If they were to move up, they're moving up into that whole world,
Yeah,
not just the fun section.
yeah,
That's the littlest part of the whole table. You got the bills now.
yep,
So if you a regular person you was the landscaper at this millionaire's mansion,
yep.
but now all of a sudden you want to be that main dude and the wife who is doesn't work. The husband is the man with the money. He's providing a whole life, a whole world for her, but he's never around. But the person cutting the grass is, and how good does his triceps look pushing that daggone lawnmower to her?
There you go.
Or the pool boy.
Or the pool? It's usually the pool boy, right?
Usually the pool boy.
You're already dealing with the water. Well, they got a long ass rod with a neck, with a neck to catch a fish.
Out there
You
shining
know
and
what I'm saying?
glistening in the
Sweating
sunshine.
away
Oh, you know the signs to look for, huh?
like
yeah.
Martin, like water bleaching all over, they bald.
Right.
So she in the window, playing with a negligee strap. Oh my goodness. She playing with her shoulder strap, with her spaghetti strap with her shoulder, right? You gonna play no collarbones, bro.
Stupid. So stupid.
Looking at him cut, bro. He dirty as hell, but dirt, that's sexy. Though,
Yes,
'cause
it is.
He's
Rugged,
not
dirt.
home.
Yeah.
He's not home. So here we got the what's the biblical one?
Which one?
Who's looking at the girl? He kept looking. The longer he looked, the more he lusted for her.
Something about Samson?
That's every man. What are you talking about?
She's with it. That's what I'm trying to say. But it's in the Bible.
Everyone-
Samson, when he's with Delilah, right?
It was a different story. The guy who was cheating. He was a king. He was one of the kings, and he started a girl taking a shower or something like that. And she was naked. And the longer he looked, the more he lusted at her. Anyway, that's how it goes. So she in the window playing with his dad, and his triceps look good pushing the lawnmower. Grass stains all over the place. She got allergies, but she ain't thinking about that.
Oh my
Gotta
God.
take a pill.
She got that. See, she get around that.
She got to put a little cream on
Yeah.
it.
So now lawnmower man got, he became the side dude. So now he not just coming over to cut one kind of grass.
Oh, he's tripping something.
Now he wants more. He wants to move up.
Getting
Can you
emotions.
provide the same type of lifestyle she's already getting? No. Why? Because she cheated down. She didn't go to another millionaire to sleep with. It's the lawnmower man.
You can't
He
afford
can't
it.
afford her.
Oh.
And the same with to keep the balance. So we won't have a bunch of females saying, "Well, what about that man? What
Right,
about that man?" You know,
please do.
adolescent thinking asses.
Please do.
I hate that statement. What about that man? Because men do it too. Come on, yo, own it first. Then you can pull us in. Get out of here. But either way, she cheated down. He can't provide that whole thing for her. He can only be fun. But he wants more. Same with the girl. She's gonna want more. Her feelings is involved.
And you're right that fun part is just a small part.
Yeah.
You may get into a relationship with this person because you don't know any other part. You don't know their home life and realize I can't stand him. You know?
Let's say that man
Why
said
is he
about
not
you.
home?
No, I'm saying it in general.
Why
You
is he
know?
always away?
I can't.
Like the ones that be saying, they just the victim of everything. My family don't like that. My family, I don't mess with my family. Don't mess with me like that. I don't do that. I was fighting my mother, huh?
Wow.
You what? Biggest red flag you can sew up. You fought your parent. Won't nobody let me stay with them. If your parents won't let you stay in their house,
There's
why
something
should I?
behind that. There's always something.
Why should I?
behind
Deepest lie I ever heard in a movie was on Crush Room. Jam Master Jay, Russ King.
that. Way back.
Jam Master Jay said it, to run. If you can ill out on your family, ain't no telling what you can do with us. You fought your mother. How you gonna care about somebody outside that? On the level you're supposed to as far as relationships, working is concerned.
So I got a question.
And there's been plenty of people who said that. There's been girls who said it. There's been guys who said it. Nobody says they fought their dad. Whether he's in the picture or not, I don't hear it. I'm not saying it don't exist. I just never heard that part. I heard the worst one. I hear the worst one on a regular basis. I fought my mom. Who?
Why is that worse?
Huh?
Why is
Because
that worse?
to
I know
me
we're getting off topic.
To me,
I'm
that's
sorry.
worse because mom is usually the last person to give up on the child. When she gives up, you know you don't have nobody else. So that's what.
You
that's
killed it.
what-
Thank you.
Oh.
That's all you needed to say.
Mom gives up.
I was
If,
just
if
wondering.
mom even gives up, but if mom does give up,
Yeah.
there's something wrong with the child.
Mm.
I don't care what you got a lot of kids. Yeah, we all drifted, but you got a lot of kids out here that's homeless. It ain't because of struggle. It's because they don't want to do what the hell they told in somebody else's house. They'd rather be homeless. You're gonna go buy a car, but you don't have nowhere to park it.
Makes sense to me.
You go get tent because you don't want nobody to see that you sleeping in the car. Instead of going back home, apologizing, hold yourself accountable, own it up, and do what the hell you told. You don't pay no bills. What say so do only people who can say something, only say soers in the house are the ones who pay the bills. You don't pay no bill, you shut the hell up. You eat what's in front of you. You have no say so in what goes on and how this house operates. You fall in line. Ain't no talking back. That's the school we came from.
Yeah.
You got hands put on you. Now you got these kids, now they showing they showing their butts because they got 911. Your parents hit you, Call us. We'll come get. No, you don't even know the whole setup. They're gonna come take you from us, but you ain't gonna go live with who took you. You're gonna get put in the system, a shelter, which is usually called an orphanage. So now you in the system with a bunch of bad heads.
Wishing you were back home.
Now your circle starts with the system, the way they planned it. You in and out, you in and out. Why? Because you ain't had no structure in that shelter/orphanage. The structure you rolled out on.
Let's get back to.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's a good analogy. Let's get back to. I got a question. So, now that our relationship is we involved in one and we have this understood and everything's going good, let's flip that to now we're in a relationship and I show signs of me having a side chick or a side dude. How do I address those signs?
How does who address the side?
The person, I'm the side dude now. I'm in a relationship with the person I was in the side relationship.
Oh, you got promoted.
I got promoted now.
Okay.
So now we're in a relationship. We're moving on, but I see signs that you, being my main chick now, are doing like you got a side dude. How do I? Sweet tea.
Go ahead and repeat yourself.
Repeat yourself.
She already answered that question like 15 minutes ago.
I mean, that was my question for you. I don't know how do you do that? That's when I asked you the question, and you said no. It's about evolving, and we're in.
Yeah, but we in an established relationship now.
Okay.
But you show. I didn't say the signs were true.
Okay, but how do you even go into it? Because every little thing is going to seem like that anyway, because that's where you started. So what are you going to?
That's why I said repeat yourself.
Yeah.
What
are you going? I mean, you're going to see it, whether it's
You're
true or
gonna
not.
be
You just
looking for
said
it could be a hallucination. You're looking for it.
because you know.
That's it.
You look for trouble, you're gonna find it.
Because you know.
Like she said, it's where it's the pool you came from.
Okay.
So yeah, you're gonna have those feelings. He or she could have been the most loyal person after y'all stop being side. They could have really made it clean. They could have really wiped the slate clean. Like, all right, this is it. But you still in your head because you know that pool you came from.
So you still in your own way.
Yeah, you still in your own.
So we never really get past any of the point that we need to get past.
That was my question for you. How do you not have those insecurities? You can't. I don't care what you say.
I think you can.
You think?
I think so. I think we can if we put forth that strong value and effort.
I think you can. I
No,
know I
that's
can.
why I gotta always ask you what's on your mind.
No, I.
Tell you anything.
Yeah, but it's
like
it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
But it's just like doctors. They can tell you anything.
And you
Their
don't know.
position what causes you to believe them.
Yeah, but that's why they run tests. To narrow it down.
What kind?
Any kind
Who
of
says
test.
them tests are effective the way they should be?
Who says they're not effective?
The doctors say it.
Who says they're not effective?
Exactly.
You still gotta try somewhere. The trying is what makes the evolution of the relationship.
Stick to nature's script.
No, nature's not always
I dare you say it.
as accurate as you think.
What?
Nature's not
Then
always.
how come the planets are still here and look the same? They haven't aged. Because
On the
they're-
outside, but
because
on the
stayed
inside,
in
they have
their lane.
aged.
No, they stayed in their lane.
No,
They never changed lanes.
the planets
Why
on
are
the
the
inside.
pyramids still outlasting buildings? Because of the foundation. They
'Cause it's
didn't
used
deviate
natural,
from
yeah,
it.
but
No,
it's still-
as above, so below. The way that you see on top of that ground is the same way it's built underneath. They
But
don't build buildings according to the way the pyramid is built. They don't know how.
That technology was took away when we lost
Yeah,
the.
Alexander the Great destroyed it.
No,
They
he just
told
collected.
them they destroyed it.
He collected.
They destroyed it.
He collected.
Don't go there.
I'm just saying, Alexander the Great don't destroy. He
I
just
said I
collects.
didn't want to sit in the middle.
He
The
conquers.
great is the sarcastic tag.
No.
They told him, don't mess with that building over there. He destroyed it. That could have been where all the blueprints were.
No.
Way to
Alexander the
go,
Great was
Alexander.
a
Great.
military genius when it came to.
Who said that?
Way to go,
He is a
Alexander.
military genius. He was a military genius. His way was
How was he a genius?
military.
Whose side was he on? Just because you're in the military don't mean you're a good person.
No, that's not what I
Who was he
mean.
fighting for?
Everybody fights for different things. What
Who
I'm
was he
saying
fighting
is,
for?
what I'm saying is the way he went about doing it changed the game of how.
Anybody that went to Africa and didn't get proper permission to take anything from there is wrong.
Interesting. That's on a whole nother topic.
You say Alexander the Great. That's where he went.
I got that. I got that thought.
But overall, not even just him. Anybody. You don't get the proper permission to take something from somebody, you're wrong.
Okay, I can see how that's
There's no way around it.
But
It's considered stealing.
I was gonna say, stealing.
when it comes to knowing what you feel, like you got to be able to put that strong, valid effort into something that you can believe that it can happen regardless. And I think that's what side relationships could be, because I think it's something you believe. You have to believe it, not just see it. Because when you say you go looking for something, you will find it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you believe that you can make this relationship better than the one I had before, the one you came from, the one I came from, it can happen. Because my belief is stronger than my try. I'm believing this.
Mm-hmm.
So I
So
believe.
every belief comes to fruition.
Say it again.
Does every belief come to a fruition?
You gotta explain what tuition.
Fruition?
Yeah.
Does everything that you believe in come true?
No, but it's the evidence of things hoped for.
Defense rest.
No, but it's what I hope for.
Defense
Defense
rest.
rest.
No, it's what I hope
Defense
for.
rest.
It's
Yeah, you can hope all day, just like hope is sold weekly.
it's not necessarily the same thing.
But does it happen?
Not necessarily the same thing.
Then how is it not? It's a belief.
If I believe that
You believing in something
if
that
I
does
believe
not
that our
exist.
relationship,
So you believe in something that you can't see.
Yes.
You can't see this relationship flourishing.
yeah, but I believe in it.
Because the beginning of it is
Well, we couldn't see each other being just, rolling around in the sheets partners,
Pastor.
and then something greater came out of it because somebody wants a deeper understanding. He wants to take this rabbit hole to the core, all the way down to the ground.
Yeah, that's where the bills are.
Yeah, he can.
That's where that fun section is no longer fun.
Fun was still fun when I was spending money. Fun gonna be fun
But
after
you
I
ain't paying a
not.
bill. You were spending money at your own convenience.
Yeah, and I'm
This is
still spending
monthly
money.
now.
It's spending money regardless, whether it be on a bill or at my own convenience.
But it's with the difference is the scheduled money spending versus when you feel like spending the money.
I still believe that we can make that time work.
But what I'm saying is, once you get to that point where that person asks you to pay that bill for the first time, all that fun is out the window now.
Not
Now
necessarily.
it's no. This is now we're in. You want relationship? This is a part of it. You can't cherry pick that.
No, you can't. So
You
that's why
cannot
you got
cherry
to
pick
be able to show that you can
But that's
handle
what
it.
seemed to be
That,
happening.
if I paid that bill, after I pay that bill, when I'm gonna hear more in your mouth, I'm not gonna hear more now because I done paid the bill and I still
You're
have.
gonna hear that mouth every month.
That's
Because now it's yours because you decided to pay it.
so
for
now
them
you don't
one
turn
time.
our relationship that we have established into your standard operation procedure.
No, you turned the fun into a real relationship.
Okay, so that means it can still last if that.
You did not want to stay the side dude or side chick.
Right.
This the only other side.
Yeah, but now
The real world. Bills getting paid now. Now this is what you wanted him out the picture. He took care of all of this.
who said
You
he
want
took
his spot? You got to be able to take care of all of
And
that.
I'm sure that
It's
person.
common sense.
I'm sure
How
some
do you
people-
not see it? Because you're still coming back and
because
forth.
it can still be done.
How?
And still because it can
They
be done.
cheated down. You can't afford that. All you can afford is
I
is
don't-
occasional fun.
I don't
That's
believe
where
that.
it's usually
I don't
at.
believe that. I
That's
don't
where
believe that.
no, you don't. I'm not saying it's not because you're not that person that's being looked down at to get out the pool.
I was the side person before.
Did you want a real relationship?
At that point in time,
Did it just involve fun?
Yes.
Or was there more involved?
it
after
was
that?
more involved and
Like
they had
what?
fun.
Like what?
Give an example. I had to look for a daycare for her child one time, or if I did whatever example or idea or whatever problem that I solved, that was my problem to continue to solve.
Mm-hmm.
But after I begin to understand more of your problems, that person don't really think that you can handle all that come with.
Mm-hmm.
There are problems that come with me too. Can you handle that? No. Oh, all of a sudden you can't handle what comes
So
with me.
question.
What's up?
is all of that fun?
Yeah, it was fun that I was.
Was it fun looking for the daycare?
Yeah, it was. It was
Was it
very
fun
interesting. It was very
discussing all
knowledgeable.
that
It
stuff?
was very knowledgeable.
Was it fun?
It was knowledgeable.
All knowledge ain't fun. Was
Sometimes
it fun?
knowledge can be fun.
Was it fun?
Sometimes
I didn't say was
it
it fun
was.
/ anything else. Was it fun like it was fun before
Yeah,
the real world
because
kicked
fun
in?
took place. Yes.
When you got promoted, you were still having fun?
Yes.
Nothing got more real?
Yeah, it evolved from that. So
What
of
time
course
did
it,
your alarm go off?
it didn't matter.
Because it sounds like a dream to me.
It doesn't mean a dream. It wasn't a dream. It wasn't a
The
dream.
way that flowed, you had fun. No, real world fun is gone.
No, not really. Not really. You can still have fun in the real world.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Did you ever feel like maybe she was gonna go and get a side dude since that's how you started?
No.
That never occurred to you.
No.
Okay, but let me ask you this.
Real blind.
And
No,
I'm looking at
The way
it from
sunglasses like
now I'm
that.
looking at it from a woman's point of view. How is it that I started sleeping with a man who has 12 kids, right?
Right.
I don't have anything to do with them. They're not my children.
Right.
He's not taking care of any of them. But
Okay.
then I
You get
decide
pregnant.
I'm gonna we're gonna be together, and he's gonna take care of it because it's me and it's my baby. If it's a pattern, how do you? I'm just trying to give a flip side of the thought process. How do I go into this having a kid with somebody I already know doesn't take care of his children?
Find out.
What would make me think that I'm just that special and our baby's
Plug
just that
yourself
special?
into those areas where the person that you got into a relationship with that got 12 kids. Plug yourself into their people that they have relationships with, so you can get to all aspects of what happened. Because the only side you getting is his side that you got 12 kids.
So I need to go and talk to 12 baby mamas
You probably did.
and see. That's too much.
That's too much.
That's-
See,
that's
that's the
too
thing.
much.
That's what
That is ridiculous.
it's not.
I'm sorry. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Think small ideas have made greater impact on history with that kind of approach. And I believe if you go that far for something that may not be more to you, but it's you want to give your child out of all them 12 something different than them other 12 kids didn't have. How far would you go to make that happen?
Okay, he wouldn't be in my kids'
Yeah,
life.
but
Yeah, I can go far
No.
on me.
No. What if he wanted to? What if you can show him that you can do that with the one child that he works with? It could change him. It could probably change who they are. That's what I'm saying. People that evolve from side chick to a side dude relationship, you can change at any given time.
I don't want to be with somebody that I have to change.
You can inspire change into them. You can.
So who are you to say that person needs to change?
But if I want to be
'Cause that's
with
the
you
normal
from the
way.
You
beginning,
changed your curriculum to
Because
have
the
fun with
average
me before. Why can't you change your curriculum in general? You
Because
change your curriculum to
We
have
already
fun.
have a curriculum.
because that's not who you are after a while. If I fall in love with somebody, and okay, we all have our little idiosyncrasies and things that piss each other off or whatever, who am I to say, okay, I need to change him. He needs to be trained. I need to groom him. If I'm going through all of that and I am actually successful with it, he's not even the person that I fell in love with anymore. I don't want somebody that I have to change.
And that's what happens a lot. I hate that T word.
Trained?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl, you trained him
And
well.
that's on, ladies,
Why gotta
it's
be a
on both
trainee?
sides. I'm not just saying, about the
There you
men.
are.
I'm talking about men and women. I don't want somebody that I have to change. I want you who you are. All of your
You're
bull
going
that
to
comes
change
with
within
you.
time because things is experienced and accepted differently, and it has a different way of it hits differently. When something hits you differently, it's going to change you in that moment. It's going to change you in your life. Like it hits you differently, and when it does, you have a chance, an idea to do something different. It's like deja vu. When you get that deja vu, that's your moment in time when you can change something. The window is very small, but it's a chance that you can. Because you say something seems familiar to me. I can't quite put it. Maybe I'm supposed to move this cup, this mouse over here, or put this cup there. Just something just seems.
Like it already happened.
Yeah,
That's deja vu. You time travel without knowing it.
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna go there.
Here we go with that
I don't
again.
mess people's heads up. They ain't gonna-
At the end of the day, it's like, when you're dealing with a side view and a side chick and you're in a relationship, there's a small window that it can work. The window is small. It's not that big, but it can work.
You want to climb through a window that's small?
No, but it's
That's like The Shining.
no.
The little window they climb through to get out of there.
Yes.
And only one person could get through. Only the kid could get
Only
through.
the
It's
kid.
too small.
Both y'all ain't making it through that window because both y'all got to fit. And what's on the other side of the window? If the window's small, then the other side got to be small. Ain't no room for comfort.
It's still a small chance that he could come back and
I
get
don't
us
want
out.
small chances, bro.
Well, that's
Who wants
what's,
a small chance? That's crumbs. No more crumbs.
in relationship. That's how you gotta start off small.
But you started off cheating.
It doesn't.
How you tried so
a
hard
bad
to make
thing-
a negative beginning into a positive ending? It don't work that
And
way
that's
in
what it was.
nature.
That's negative.
You can't make a positive out
How
of
is it
something
that-
cheating. You forgive, but you don't forget. You know what pool you came from. How do you flip that and forget it?
It's a small window, and some people could take a chance on that.
You know what? I appreciate your outlook. 'Cause
Some people
Got
can
I
take
don't get it. I
Some-
don't
some-
get it.
I'm-
But I appreciate your
some
outlook.
some people can do that. Some people can take that small window and make it happen, because that small window of understanding of what a relationship can come from, when you the side dude and the side chick, that could be that thing that makes you greater in that relationship, because you came from something bad. You both did. Now you both have an opportunity to do something good with this. The window may be small. You have a lot of challenges ahead. I didn't say it was going to be easy, but it can be done. People got to understand is the amount of effort that you want to put into it is what you're going to get out of it. And that's what we got to understand sometimes. The sacrifice was good for the greater good. And you sacrificed a lot to do that, to make that relationship work. And I believe it can happen. I believe it can nourish you. But the thing about fear, I feel like the fear is what's stopping you from seeing that small window. And when you have fear that you guide you, that's the thing that you got to discard. You can't be afraid of progress. You just got to go out there for progress.
I agree. I'm the poster child for fear. So I get exactly what you're saying.
You got to, just because it came from something wrong, Suede, I'm telling you, it can be done. We've seen things impossible happen. You just may be that one thing that's impossible. And the only
part of that world to actually see it.
I can
I'm
understand.
one of them dudes that don't cheat.
That's cool, but you can't judge a person that has been a cheater. Now
It's
that
not a judgment. It's just
No.
how is that possible?
because it can be, it can happen. You know what? In
You
cheating,
never have it in the back of your mind where you started.
you put it in the back of your mind. But if you don't put that there, and you really concentrate on putting your relationship forward,
It's already there.
No,
That's how you
You didn't put
started.
it. You put it there
When you started cheating.
You
Right.
put it there.
no,
How do you
I'm talking
move
about if my relationship has evolved from me cheating and the person I cheated on with, we're in a relationship, right? Now that we're in a relationship, I could take how we got there away. I can't concentrate that on that because it's built on already something negative. If I keep
what happens when
your mindset, you gotta want to change your thought process.
Wow.
So what happens when your thought process changes with the person that you started out cheating with? Now y'all the ones in the relationship, and he or she gets used to the freshness. Now the freshness is normal. Are you going to start that process all over again?
I'm going to keep changing their mind because that's where it went left because you got comfortable. We can't keep constantly getting
But that's
comfortable.
what caused you to cheat.
No.
So what I'm asking you
Causing
is,
me to
what I'm
cheat
asking
got
you-
me comfortable.
What I'm asking you is, are you going to repeat history?
No.
Because that person is going to calm down too. Everything is good in the beginning. No matter what,
You gotta give it
it's
good
always
time,
done.
good
It's always
communication.
good in the beginning, but
It
as
is.
it goes on, you get
It's
used
going to
to
be
that.
rough patch. It's going to be challenges.
So it gets normal.
No.
The area that came about
It
that
gets
caused you
peaceful.
to step out,
It gets peaceful.
that caused you to step
It
out.
gets
though.
peaceful,
How
not
did it get
comfortable.
peaceful?
It gets peaceful. Because you find deeper understanding with the person that you started off in a bad relationship with, and you gave it a good time. You gave it a good valid energy and time. And time changes all things. It changes nature. It changes people. It changes.
Time doesn't exist.
Time does exist.
Watches do.
No, time does exist.
Time doesn't exist.
Yes, it does.
How?
Time
That's
does.
the description. We talk about that on another.
Yeah.
'Cause
He already go in,
Yeah, there's
Go
no
in.
such thing as time. Just watch it.
Oh God,
It's-
How much time do you allow
that depends on your progress.
when you?
That depends on your progress that you have adjusted.
I mean, how long did you stay with the guy with 12 kids,
Or the girl with 12.
or the girl with 12 kids?
When you start seeing him doing things for his 13th child, when he's doing it, when he stopped doing it, then you know it's time for change.
Okay, here's my thing.
Because he's doing something different with the 13th child that he's never did with the other 12.
So now you got the other 12 mothers coming up. Well, how come you didn't this and that and the third?
Because they don't
It's
know-
Not, it's not going nowhere. It's
But
gonna
see,
get
here's the
worse.
thing, because
Nah.
children
They're gonna
have
ask-
nothing to do with the mothers. I don't want a man who's not taking care of his children.
Yeah, but
Why
things
would I
happen.
have a
Things
baby?
happen. Things happen. Things happen. People can change. People can
People
change.
can change.
People can change. Change can
Situations
happen.
won't.
Situation may not change, but it can have a different outlook. It may not change. It can have a different outlook, though.
Okay.
The situation is,
I really appreciate your optimism because
Yeah.
I've never sat down and talked to anybody who had your outlook. So that,
Me either.
yeah.
I thought
I-
knew
I
you,
am-
bro.
anything's
I
possible.
appreciate your optimism.
It's in everything we do.
I don't have it, but
I can understand it. I can understand it. You know why? Because that's where you're normal at. I mean, some people wants to stay in their normal place. That's their normal. That's their normal
Your
area.
comfort zone.
That's their comfort zone. But if somebody that is different, they know they're different. They know they was different from the time they was born, and the time who they are. When they become a man or a woman in their womanhood, they know they have the ability to find something greater, and something is in a small window. You know the difference when it's you. It makes you unique and special. But you got to feel that energy inside you to know that even if you come from a bad relationship, a bad side chick, side dude relationship, that when it evolves and it becomes in a relationship with that person you cheated on with, that you know you have to tackle those tough areas where you came from so you can get an idea where you are. Once you attack where you are, you get a better understanding, a deeper connection so you know where you're going. And that's what it takes. It takes strong effort and energy to knowing where the relationship of that evolution gonna go. Because we're gonna do something that our side chick and side dude relationship could never do. And that's give us a goddamn goal. A goal to be better. Because we only had a label. Labels get peeled off all the time. They get scratched and erased.
Labels get peeled off every day.
Right. But your goal is to meet something different, to be better than what we were. And that goal is different. The goal is something that we never established. So that's how I know that small window could be done. Because we established something that never could be done.
You have to appreciate this man's optimism.
Yeah, I do.
Because in that was
That's in the real world.
That was one hell of a fantasy. Because in
No,
the real world,
no.
I've never seen or heard that happen.
Just
before.
because you never seen
They
it, heard,
stayed
don't mean
with
it
that.
doesn't exist.
The side person got the boot, and they stayed in their relationship. Some of them, yeah. Sometimes it does. In the religion, they start with that person, but then the insecurities kick in.
Because they didn't challenge and tackle the insecurities.
I don't see that. I don't see why you would want to go through all of that.
This you don't
Just
see it
stay
because
in
you
the
don't see the
relationship you already
vision
in.
of what a person could be. Like,
That's too much, bro. That's
Too
why
much
I'm
for
not
you.
That dude. It's too
wait,
much
you're not that
energy
dude
spent.
because when things get challenging enough for some people, they're going to either push, run away from, or run to it. When things are
It's not a challenge
challenging.
that I want to be a part. I don't want to be in the cheating challenge. Why would I spend that kind of energy constantly keeping my name clean, or constantly creeping and denying
Earlier-
suspicions?
Sweet, earlier today you said you never been that guy that cheated.
That's creeping's fun.
You never cheated in your life. That's why you will never understand what I'm talking about. I've been a cheater before.
I understand.
Right. You ever cheated in your life?
No,
You
I don't
have-
do
some things you don't
relationships,
have to
so
do
I don't have
To have information, to have.
I don't cheat
you know.
because I don't get involved.
Right. But
I
it's
stay.
within your realm.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever had an idea of having a relationship, would you cheat? You think you could have cheated and you think you would have been successful at it?
Yeah, sure, I would.
Exactly.
All of this, I know it's
Yeah, I
gonna
would've.
be people looking at this and listening, talking about, these guys ain't cheating.
No, I'm not trying to validate.
No, we're
cheating.
not.
I'm not trying to
We're
validate
No,
cheating.
I know.
I'm
we're
not trying to
but-
validate cheating.
But again,
I'm not
that's how it's
validating.
gonna be received.
Because
I'm
I
not
don't-
worried about how they receive it. I'm worried about the complexity of understanding the other mind of the person that's done the cheating.
That's too much sweat.
It-
I'd rather go back and hoop and
Well,
sweat for a better reason than cheating. That's too
Read-
much name cleaning. It's too
who
much.
said your name was clean to begin with?
You're still trying to
No,
keep
who
that.
said-
Then why are you keeping
You
it clean?
do.
Because if they ask you
No,
why you cheating,
no.
you're not gonna say yeah.
No. You know the thing about understanding who you are is understanding where you come from. Some things just may be in your DNA. Some things just may be in your character. Some things you learn from other people within your circle. Some things you just want to put to the test. That's what makes you human. Trial and error.
So you think cheating can be in somebody's DNA? Is that what you're?
It
Are
can
you
be.
saying that it could be?
It can be.
Really?
It can be.
Shut up.
It can be. It's part of your DNA structure. It can be.
There's a cheating gene somewhere.
It can be. What?
And that little spiral ladder that they show for cells and genes and DNAs.
Yeah,
it's
it
one of
can-
them little bubbles that make that little swirly ladder up.
If
That's a
I can
cheating
pass
gene.
on if we can pass on gene pools to our children where they have a disability or a learning disability that a DNA came from a grandfather or his father or her grandmother, and we can pass on green eyes, we can pass on curly hair, we can pass on other things. The gene pool has not yet been locked in place.
Okay,
So-
that's genetics, but we're talking about mindsets. We're talking about conscious
Something that
decisions.
it's who said it's not conscious. It could be dormant. It could be a mindset. You
See?
never know.
That's interesting.
It's very
That's
interesting.
interesting.
Wow.
And
That
I
was
don't
one
get
hell
it.
of a
I don't get
attempt
it.
to
But-
justify.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to
Anyway,
tempt anything.
I know
It's
you're not.
just
I'm
my
just
way
saying.
of it's
That's
my
what it
way
sounds like.
of understanding how things is done, whether it's in a real world or in a fake world. But it can be done regardless. You've never heard of these stories, but these stories actually exist out there
Sure.
with people.
Yeah.
I believe
And,
that.
and people don't understand where it comes from. And you see miracles happen every day. You see tragedy
It's
things
a
happen.
miracle.
Yeah, you can. You can. Even the monsters. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
think it would be a miracle.
it would be.
Yeah,
It
hell
could
of
be.
a miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell of
Two
a
cheaters
miracle.
that go into it
You
and
gotta call it a miracle
not
if
have
it actually
those
became a good
insecurities.
thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
To me. Not to you, to me. That's why I say I appreciate your outlook. I appreciate your optimism because I don't have it.
I got you.
I don't have it at all.
Oh, sweet
I
tea
don't
and
see
sweet.
it.
That wraps up our episode on Side Chicks, Side D's.
I'm gonna have to get used to this time. We gotta get boring.
Not at all.
Cause these good conversations, time be
It be flying, bro. It just be flying.
vulture wings. and
It
stuff.
do, it
Oh,
do. On our next episode, we're going to talk about baby mama and baby father in relationships when it comes to understanding when you're dealing with other baby mothers and baby fathers when you're in a relationship. So it's going to be a little different, a little dynamic. We're going to switch it up a little bit, the different adversities. Well, thanks everybody for listening to us and watching us on It's in Everything We Do. Peace.